The airport hummed with the usual cacophony of announcements, hurried footsteps, and muffled conversations. Edward Langston, a billionaire industrialist and pioneer in interstellar mining, adjusted his tailored suit as he checked the time. His private jet awaited him, but a delay in security screening had thrown his schedule into chaos. He glanced around, noting the strange mix of travelers. Humans, aliens, and hybrid beings from across the galaxy milled about, clutching their carry-ons. His gaze settled on an elderly alien woman struggling with a bag near Gate 12. Her appearance was unusual even by extraterrestrial standards. Glittering emerald skin, a hunched frame, and eyes that shone like liquid silver. Edward's assistant, standing nearby with a tablet, noticed him staring. "Sir, we're already running late. Your flight." "Hold my calls," Edward interrupted, striding toward the alien woman. The woman's fingers trembled as she attempted to lift a small, ornately carved chest from the ground. Edward reached her side and gently placed a hand on the chest. "Let me help you with that." She looked up, her silvery eyes scanning him as if peering into his soul. "Thank you, young man. My hands aren't what they used to be." Edward smiled. "Where are you headed?" "Callistra 9, she said, her voice soft yet resonant. "A small, remote planet. I'm just passing through." Edward noticed that no one else paid her any mind. "Callistra 9? Quite the journey. Do you have someone to help you once you land?" She hesitated, then shook her head. "No, but I'll manage. I've been traveling alone for many cycles." Edward frowned. "Well, I can at least help you get this chest to your gate." He hoisted the surprisingly heavy object, noting the intricate patterns etched into its surface. The carvings seemed to shimmer faintly, almost alive. As they walked, the woman spoke. "You're kind. Not many people stop to help a stranger these days, especially one like me." "Kindness costs nothing," Edward replied. "Besides, I've had plenty of help along the way." When they reached her gate, she placed a gnarled hand on his arm. "You've done more than you know. Perhaps one day, you'll understand the weight of your actions." Before he could respond, her boarding group was called. She retrieved the chest with surprising ease, smiled, and shuffled toward the gate. Edward returned to his assistant, who seemed exasperated. "Ready now, sir?" "Yes," Edward said, glancing back at Gate 12, where the woman had disappeared. Something about her lingered in his thoughts, but he shook it off and headed to his private terminal. Weeks later, Edward was in his office, reviewing reports from a recent mining expedition on a distant planet, when an alert flashed across his holoscreen. It was a breaking news bulletin from Callistra 9. The screen showed a massive gathering of alien dignitaries and representatives from countless species. At the center of the scene stood the elderly alien woman he had helped at the airport. She was now adorned in resplendent robes that seemed woven from starlight. Behind her, the ornate chest he had carried was open, its contents glowing with an ethereal light. The announcer's voice filled the room. "Today marks the coronation of Lady Aelra, the supreme keeper of the Galaxium Codex, an ancient artifact said to hold the secrets of universal harmony and immense power. After centuries of hiding her true identity, Lady Aelra has revealed herself to guide the galaxy through turbulent times." Edward's breath caught. Supreme Keeper? Secrets of the universe? He leaned closer to the screen as the broadcast showed Aelra addressing the assembly. "I have wandered many paths, meeting beings of all kinds," she said. "Among them was one who reminded me of the simple power of kindness. It is these small acts that shape the fabric of our universe." Edward sank into his chair, her words echoing in his mind. He couldn't help but smile. In the grand expanse of the cosmos, even the smallest actions could ripple outward in unimaginable ways. From that day on, Edward's outlook shifted. The vast wealth and power he once wielded for personal gain were now tools to uplift others. And though he never crossed paths with Lady Aelra again, he often wondered if she knew how profoundly their brief encounter had changed his life. Or perhaps, as she had hinted, she'd always known.